Never give them the power. But first, what's up, beautiful people? This your favorite cousin Rich, back once again. I hope y'all having a stupendous day, because I am as well. Also, if you would like spiritual life coaching, you can find my contact information in the bio or the description. So let's begin. Never give them the power. Let me go ahead and start off this. Have you ever been in a relationship and it went down the wrong road and you vowed you would never get into another relationship again? Or you embarked on a journey and it didn't go the way you planned, and you said you would never do this again, you never do that again. Let me tell you this. That's what the enemy wants. The enemy wants you to never try again. The enemy wants you to be scarred and never heal from it. Now understand, healing is always a journey, but it'll never be finished. And I say that to say this, that sometimes people use healing as an excuse to not try again. Sometimes people close their doors on things that was meant to be open in order to propel their life forward. But because of a traumatic past or a traumatic experience or experience that was dealt with or handled, especially with immature individuals, we close the door prematurely on things that could be a very good blessing. Now, it's funny how when people have relationships, especially younger in age, either older in their teenage years or younger in their 20s, it's funny when we go through these relationships, and we fall head over heels with somebody, or we're deeply in puppy love or whatever the case may be, and we feel this is the one, and something happens. They cheat on us, or they break our heart, whatever the case may be. It's a heartbreak that happens, and we vow we'll never get into a relationship again. Haven't you noticed that that's one of the most craziest things ever? That we're basing our whole life, and we're basing, our feelings and our emotions and the things that we will and won't do based off of one relationship or something that went south, and really off of immature individuals. We say we'll never love again based off a relationship we had with the immature individual. You never really got to experience the true fullness and the true essence of something, but because you were dealing with an immature individual, you vowed that you would never love again or be in a relationship or be open or be vulnerable. All these amazing and loving and wonderful things you shut off due to an experience that was basically not for you. And the way I always see things is, if it didn't go right, if it wasn't the way that it was I planned for it to go, or I envisioned it for it to go, or hope it would have went, use it as a learning lesson. Never close doors. Especially on things that could be beautiful. Never close doors, especially if, the people I was dealing with might have been immature, might not have been ready. Why would I close the door on something that could be so awesome? And so many people live their life like that today. Oh, I'll never love again, or I'll never be in a relationship, or this person hurt me and I never da-da-da-da-da. Well, take a step back and analyze. Did you learn anything from this experience? Was there anything that you could have done to prevent as much hurt that happened? Also, analyze this other person. Were they even ready? Were they even the right person? Were they even mature enough to handle such relationship or handle such situation? That's the things that we have to look at before we vow we would never do these things again. Even when it's something like going to the gym. Say, for instance, you go to the gym and you get a little injury or something. You say, and you are already resistant to going to the gym, and you get injured. And you say, see, this is why I said I'll never go to the gym, da-da-da-da. Everybody looking at me, da-da-da-da. Well, maybe that's the thing. Did you have proper form? Did you warm up? Did you have too much weight? Did you go at the wrong time? We have to really analyze and look at certain things before we vow we'll never do these things again. And I promise you, when we come across certain situations that they don't go our way, and we vow that we will never do these things again, especially, let me put it like this, because some things we don't need to do again. We know the things that we don't need to do again, because those are the things that would be detrimental to us already from the beginning. But what I'm saying is, the things that won't be detrimental to us, when we vow that we would never do these things again, or at least to try or attempt, I'm telling you, evil wins. The devil wins. The devil wants you to stay stagnant. The devil wants you to stay comfortable. The devil doesn't want you to try again and again and again and again to reach success. Like I said, dip back to love. Imagine how many people have vowed or sworn off love due to a relationship that went south. They said they'll never do it again. If God is love, if love is the highest form of vibration, who's winning now? When you vow and you swear off that you'll never do it again, the devil, evil, wins. You know? So I feel that we should never give them the power. Never give them the power to say you never will again. That's why they say never, because you never know. You know, you'll be stuck in a position where you've always swore you never, you'll say, you put yourself in a position where you said, I'll never do something again. And now a situation happens where you want to say yes, but you trained and you've lived your life so much saying no, that now you're on the end of being ill prepared. You're on the end of being the one that's now immature and not prepared for this journey because you set yourself back by saying that you never will. But the depths in your heart was never like that. Your logical mind was like that because your logical mind can only see what's in this world, and your logical mind can only comprehend what you know. So if all that you've had was, or all that you've seen was toxic, if all that you've been around was nothing that was fruitful, or it was the same thing that you've experienced, your logical mind would think that's what's going to happen again and again and again and again and again. Like I say, this world that we live in, you don't necessarily need logic to manifest. Matter of fact, the furthest that you are from being logical, trying to manifest is the better. The furthest that you are from logic to have the desired life that you want to have is the better. Meaning, the more that you root yourself in logic, you stunt how far you can really go. Because your mind can only think so far, like I said, from the things that you've seen, experienced, the knowledge that you've gained. But anything outside of that, your mind will not be able to comprehend it. That's why you should let go of logic a lot of times. But I digress. Never give people the power to say that you never will do something again. Because in fact, guess who wins? Evil. And we don't want evil to win. So, there's certain experiences in your life that you swore that you never will do again. Open back up that book. See again. Even, let me put it like this, even somebody who might have been embarrassed as a kid when they had to do public speaking. But deep down inside, you have a lot of thoughts, you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of things you want to share to the world. But you might have got embarrassed as a kid, somebody might have made fun of you or something like that. You never know the whole thing of what was going on at that time. The person who made fun of you might have liked you, and you know what they do, when kids they like somebody, they make fun of them. You never know. These people might have been intimidated by you. These people might have liked you. You never know what the case was and why they might have picked on you when you were a kid, when you were doing a public speaking or speaking in front of the class. But you were so shy, or you felt bad, or, they made fun of you to where you got so embarrassed that you swore you would never speak in front of people again. But yet God gave you a gift of all these amazing thoughts that you could share to the world, to help the world. But you swore you'll never speak again. You see how you're doing yourself an injustice? Injustice, disjustice. I think it's injustice. Yeah, but you see how you're doing that to yourself? You're stunting your own growth. You're not being able to move forward, even to spread the word of positivity due to something in the past that was minor. So like I said, never let situations that didn't go the way you thought, planned, hoped, don't let toxic situations, anything of that sort, don't let bad situations, period, defer you from things that you really want. Because deep down inside, the universe in your heart knows what you really want. And don't be on the end that you swear that you never will, and it brings you that opportunity, and now you're not prepared. Anyway, this your favorite cousin. Also, remember, if you would like spiritual life coaching, you can find my contact information in the bio or the description. Thanks for watching. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings.